Welcome everybody to episode 3 of SCW's Crash Course here on Monday nights. Decided to open up with an absolute banger of a match, a tag team match between Vengeance and two men of their choosing. Two men in the World Championship rankings. Alexander obviously was in those rankings, Joe in the Crash Course rankings. These two men are going to head into Overdose of Violence for the tag team championships. Going to take on the Royal Guard, see if they can walk away, bring them to Monday nights, hoping that they're able to do so with the huge strides for these two men's careers. One of the two men that these two chosen, also, like I mentioned, also in the World Championship rankings, Nolan Wright. Had a little bit of struggle, won the match last week, which means he will be taking on Colby at Overdose of Violence. Winner will face the winner of Ace or Gus, or winner of Ace versus Gus. Whoever wins the World Championship, if Ace retains, Gus wins it. The winner of Nolan Wright versus Colby will take on the winner of that match at the next pay-per-view. And the fourth man in this match, a man with a very long entrance, yet to be fixed. Production team does not want to wait around, so you see the three waiting. We are not, however. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to tell Jay to get his ass in the ring. Jay O'Grady, Nolan Wright versus Alexander and Joe Bullingham of Vengeance, getting right underway. Nolan Wright on Joe immediately. Alexander on Jay O'Grady immediately. Meteora there. Jay already up to his feet. Alexander needs to watch out there. Tried to go for a springboard. Didn't work out. Nolan right now with Joe in a tree of woe, it looks like. Wonder what he's going to try. No, just stomping at the neck. Jay O'Grady here with Alexander, picking him up, dropping him right on his back. Three of these men in world title rankings. Like I mentioned, Nolan the only one moving on to that contenders match. Alexander nothing to fret though, because him and Joe go on to face the Royal Guard. Don't know if it's going to be Shane, Jake, Jet, what it's going to be doing. But they have a championship opportunity coming up, hoping to get them another tag win. Episode 1, the season premiere of Crash Course, we had, as we have a pin here from Jay, only a 1 count. The premiere had Vengeance take on Bloodpath, and Vengeance walked away with the win, earning him the shot. And they had singles matches. Episode 2 didn't walk away with the win, either Joe or Alexander. So I called them into my office, told them to pick two. Mick picked two, not sponsored. And they chose these two men in the world title rankings in tough feat, but hopefully they're able to get the job done, get that stroke of confidence in order to win the tag titles come Overdose of Violence. A lot of fast-paced action here by all four men. A lot of back and forth already. A lot of monotone color on the attires. Nolan Wright picking up Joe. Looks like he's going to try and do that move that we saw in that nasty ladder spot week 1 of Crash Course, and he does, dropping Joe right on his shoulder blades. Alexander and Jay going at it now. Alexander with a sick combo, ending it with a knee to Jay's head. This is not an elimination tag match. One pin wins it for the team. This is just Extreme Rules. Weapons are legal. Looks like Alexander may be looking for one. Perfect timing. Joe with Nolan on his shoulders now. Drops him, going for a cover, trying to end it for his team while Jay O'Grady is stunned outside the ring. James slowly making his way to his feet. Alexander running over with a chair. Maybe won't let that happen, and he won't. Brutal shot to the head. Joe from the top rope, elbow to the back of the shoulder blades on Nolan. That chair shot again by Alexander, and another one, as you can see in the back, and another one in the back. Don't know if he rolled out in time, but Joe here with Nolan in a submission. Is this it? Will Nolan tap? Oh, jeez, Jay breaking up the pin. Maybe a little bad blood there to break up the submission. Jay kicked Nolan in the head. Don't know what that about. They're on the same team here. But Vengeance Alexander looking to get the pin here, only a 2. I don't know what Jay was thinking there, but Joe now going for the pin on Jay O'Grady. Only a 2. Kick out there by Jay. And a stomp by Alexander on Nolan. Joe and Alexander working in perfect unison here. Jay O'Grady fighting out. Planting Joe with that knee. Now Jay's going to help. Nolan tries to at least. Beautiful power bomb there by Alexander onto Nolan. Tried to think of the name of it. Couldn't. We move on. Twisted knee torque there by Jay there. And a belly-to-belly by Nolan on Alexander. Baseball bat was introduced. I didn't even notice. Nolan and Alexander back in the ring. Nolan with a chair. Able to connect as Alexander tried to go for a spinning forearm there. Didn't work out. Busted open now. Alexander is by Nolan. Middle of the ring pin. Not really the middle, but a 2 count. Alexander kicks out. Really hoping Vengeance can, gain some stride. But also Nolan getting a little bit of momentum ahead of his World Championship Contenders match against Colby. That wouldn't be a bad thing. 3 possible contenders here. 4 gold. A 1. A 2. Alexander kicks out again. Alexander bloodied, not giving up. Joe on the outside, just Jay having his fun. Throwing Joe around. Now pulling on the arm of Joe. Nolan making Alexander stand up. Alexander reverses, misses that swing. Nolan now dragging Alexander to the left side of the ring. Now just pulling on the head and shoulders and arm of Alexander over the ropes. Nolan with the springboard. Elbow misses. Joe and Jay just still going at it. Alexander here with a lariat. Beautiful textbook lariat for a pin now. A 1, a 2. Is this it? No, Nolan kicks out. Joe Bullingham with a bat in hand now. Jay O'Grady just fights out of it after taking a couple shots. Alexander with Nolan on his shoulders. Dropping him on the top rope. Joe joining Alexander in the ring now. A little bit of show of acrobatics by Alexander. Joe going back outside to get Jay. Alexander to the outside now. Nolan to his feet. Pile driver there by Joe onto Jay. This is not false count anywhere. Joe has to get Jay in the ring if he wants to win this match. Or Nolan. With the chair now. Joe going back to the outside. Nolan do that twisted move again. This time on Alexander. Dropping him on the shoulders on the outside. Joe Bullingham with the bat to Jay O'Grady now. These 4 men just treating it like singles competition. Not really trading opponents. Oh my God. Dropping Alexander right on the shoulder blades again. That seems to be the focus there of Nolan. But these 4 men taking it as a singles competition. Joe just going to work on Jay O'Grady, planting him. And Nolan just kind of taunting above Alexander, he's been going back and forth the entire time. Joe now in the ring. Nolan looking under the ring. Joe went back outside and got caught, thrown into the ring post. Kendo stick in hand for Nolan, hitting Alex across the stomach. Alex with a nice little step-up punch there onto Nolan. Alexander just walking away, it seems like. Joe in the ring now. Jay joining him. Alexander thrown around the outside. Nolan in the ring with the other 2 now. Jay planting Joe. Middle of the ring. This time it's true. Going for a pin here. Alexander needs to break that up. That might be it. No, only a 2. Alexander breaks it up. Jay getting Joe to his feet again. Nolan with on the shoulders again on Alex. Jay taking Joe to the corner while Nolan goes for a pin here too. Joe fights off Jay to go break up the pin. Joe doing what he can. Didn't even realize Joe's busted open too. Joe and Alexander are both busted open. Then just not caring about the blood they shed. As long as they're able to somehow find a way to get away with the win, they're looking to do so here tonight. Alexander with another suplex there on Nolan. Joe thrown to the outside. It looks like Joe may have broken his nose the way he's bleeding. Jay finding Joe on the outside again. Alexander run over with a chair maybe. Looks like maybe stalking his prey. Package. Pile driver there. And now Alex finally with the chair. Hitting Jay. I don't know why he waited until after, but nonetheless, sticking up for his teammate. They're going to need to do so against the Royal Guard. You never know who could run in and interfere with the way that they've carried themselves recently. As you saw with Priscilla winning the Battle Royale to face Jazz. Jazz running out immediately after and attacking her. With the Royal Guard, you never know what's going to happen. These two men are going to need to stick together in this match and in their championship title opportunity. Joe again planting Jay. Nolan in the ring. Not even phased by Alexander and Joe both working on Jay. Jay able to fight off the chair shot. Nolan now on the outside. Joe sent to the inside. Elbow there by Jay. Joe needs to go help his teammate. He may! Springboard onto Jay O'Grady out of nowhere. Alexander up to his feet now. Vengeance back in control. Joe, it looked like just waiting for the perfect moment. Another knee shot to Nolan. Breaking the kendo over Jay now is Joe. Alexander bat in hand. Jay O'Grady busted open by Joe. Big kick there by Nolan. Is this it? Did Nolan just put it away? A one? No. Joe breaks it up. Not letting his teammate be pinned for the 3 count. Nolan fighting off Joe now, though. Pop up. No. I thought it was going to be a powerbomb. Nolan reversed. Nolan now going after Joe. Trying to take on both members of Vengeance. Uh-oh. Joe rolled to the outside. Alexander going to his feet with both Nolan and Jay in the ring. This could be bad news for Alexander. Jay breaking up that move there. Looks like a little hostility between Jay O'Grady and Nolan for some reason, even though they're teaming tonight. Jay with a sledgehammer now. Just to touch on, Jay O'Grady also has a match at Overdose of Violence. He takes on the leader of the Royal Guard. Another huge kick there by Nolan. Jay takes on Zach Seidel in an Extreme Rules match. 3. Nolan gets the pin. Nolan and Jay O'Grady walk away with the win. Hard-fought victory. 3 men's blood spilled. The one not Nolan Wright facing Colby this weekend at Overdose of Violence to see who will take on the winner of the World Championship, Ace or Big Gus. Here we go. Let's change pace just a little bit. Heading over to the Havoc Championship Tournament. This is a tournament since we don't have that second title like the Interstar for Mayhem. That was taken by Addo. The Hardcore Championship was. Don't know what Cheese has decided to do with that. I think he stripped Addo of it. Decided he was going to, make his way through Mayhem however he pleases. But since we didn't have that second championship, in honor of past Monday nights, we have the Havoc Championship. DJ, a man who episode 1 of Crash Course showed he could go. He is the old DJ trying to prove himself back. Faced Ghost and Noah Smith in a triple threat, and that was match of the year worthy in my opinion. He was taking on a rookie here of SCW, a prodigy, Flynn Green, that I asked Cheese if he could come over here on Mondays. Cheese had no problem with it. So we're going to see a veteran, the formerly known 800K man, versus the rookie making his debut, Flynn Green. Excited to see what this kid has in store. This is round 1. The loser of this match will go into the Redemption Battle Royale. 5 men going up against each other for Redemption to re-enter this tournament to face Don Atlas next week. Don Atlas has a match later tonight. Going to be accompanied by the ACA leader, Ghost. But let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about these 2 men in the ring. DJ. We all saw the rise and then the stale and then the fall of DJ. where he punched a kid in the head. Can't forget that. We tried to move on from it, though. See if he can reinvent himself. Show his skill in the ring. So far, not able to do so against the rookie Flynn. Flynn. The 10 beats against the chest. A brutal move that just, it wears down. Makes it a little bit hard to breathe. DJ needs to kind of step it up here if he wants to walk away, moving on in the tournament. Flynn here. A definitely striker style attire. The bright colors though throwing a little bit off. But it doesn't matter how you look in the ring. It matters how you fight. So far he's been having most of the offense. DJ able to turn it around, throwing him in the steps. Knee to the face of Flynn. DJ picks Flynn up. The two not going at it yet. DJ with a kick and a punch. And maybe a superplex. No. Still plants him though. Flat back onto the outside. Big punch there by DJ. Leg sweep. Planting him flat on his back again. DJ picking Flynn up again. These two men keeping the outside theme of tonight so far. Only 2 matches in, I know, but most of it has been outside for both matches. The two men hear what I'm saying, go back in the ring. DJ taking Flynn to the corner now. Knees to the gut. Repetitive strikes. And now the stomps to the chest. Flynn returning one to DJ. We saw a rookie make his debut last week. And Alex Blake Jenkins got away with the win against a veteran in Zach Adams. A former champion holder. Championship holder, former champion, same thing. Flynn knocking DJ out of the ring and immediately going for a weapon. He may be a rookie in SCW, but he's not acting like a wrestling rookie. This kid knows what he wants, knows what he's going after. The kendo stick against the skull of DJ. DJ with a step-up punch to Flynn now, trying to rebuttal, trying to find some fight back. DJ in the ring now. Flynn following after, fell right into DJ's trap. Picking Flynn up now, rolling him over, Spice Valley driver there, and immediately getting those slaps in. Going for a pin here. Did DJ make that quick comeback, get the win? Only a 2 count. Flynn kicks out. It'd be great to see DJ, show off his talents again in that Triple Threat Episode 1. To go out and get the win here tonight. But also, could we have maybe hit the diamond mine? No, not WWE, but diamond in the rough, maybe in an unsigned or undrafted guy in Flynn Green. DJ put the chair in the corner. Now with Flynn on his shoulders. Planting him. Don't know, he calls that maybe beat drop. A 1, a 2. No, Flynn kicks out. I'm still learning all these moves for the names. These names for the moves. Don't mind me, can't talk, cat's got my tongue. Flynn Green sent to the outside. DJ, no, not going to follow. I thought he maybe was showing off that athleticism again. Hopefully, here on Mondays, we can rebuild what DJ once was. Great stepping stone would be that Havoc Championship. If he's able to go all the way, build himself back up, then no problem him entering other championship rankings. Flynn Green fighting that chair out of DJ's hands. Elbow there by DJ. Kick misses. The back and forth. These two know each other so well already, adapting to their movesets. Flynn hyping up the fans, feeling the crowd. His first debut match of SCW misses the little leg sweep kick there. DJ on the shoulders of Flynn now, walking him over to the ropes. Guillotine there. Dropping DJ throat first onto the top rope. DJ now already to his feet. Watching Flynn get the... Oh, I don't know why he did that. Flynn with the hammer to the knee of DJ. Again, the back and forth starting up again. Knees to the gut of Flynn now from DJ. DJ beating his chest. Now to the middle rope. Pops up, moonsault, doesn't connect. Flynn gets his knees up in time. Again, this kid acting like a veteran. He could be a veteran of wrestling. Just in SCW, he is a rookie, only getting the one there on DJ. The ref taking a little bit of time to get over. Cranking that neck now of DJ. A few times just for good measure. Now Flynn Green, the rookie, going up to the top rope. Tried to do a crossbody, didn't work out. DJ to the feet. Picking Flynn up again. Maybe another beat drop. Hoping that's what that's called. If not, correct me. A 1, a 2, 3. DJ pins the rookie Flynn Green. A lot of bright marks from Flynn, though. He's going to have an extensive career here if all goes well. DJ hitting that those strides again, able to get back to what formerly was. Happy to see that. DJ moves on. Flynn in the Redemption Battle Royale at Overdose of Violence. Alright, after a little bit of technical difficulties on my end, here we are. Match 3 of Crash Course. Needed to highlight the women's division yet again, like we've been doing for 3 weeks straight. We have, starting off, Heidi of the ACA. Like previously mentioned, other members of the ACA will be highlighted tonight. But as for now, it'll be Heidi taking on a woman who, hasn't had the best of luck in matches, but has performed well, put on a performance. Something I can't be mad at, can't, look away from. Anna Garcia. I would have had Chloe Miu and Tony Rose as well in this match, but I wanted those two to rest up as at Overdose of Violence this weekend. Like I repeatedly mentioned, those two will go on one-on-one for the Women's Crash Course Championship again. Chloe retaining the first time that she faced Tony. But those two get some rest. Meanwhile, these two will put on a show for the night. These two will highlight the women's division here on Monday nights. A mountain of a woman in Heidi. A technical woman in Anna. We're going to see what these two can do. Heidi picking up and tossing Anna. Starting off, showing that power. Like I mentioned before, the ACA consisting leaded by Ghost. Don Atlas, who was just recently traded for. I sent Jane Lyons over to Thursday nights. Hopefully he can find some strides and win some matches. But I acquired Don Atlas. They're able to team up now. Have tag team matches. Potentially go for tag team gold later on. But Don Atlas has a singles match where he will be accompanied to the ring by Ghost. I would have done Heidi as well, but she's in this match tonight against Anna. She hits with a wicked clothesline in the corner. Now again showing that strength, picking Anna just cleanly up. Walking around the ring with her. And dropping her. Speaking of factions, the Golden Revolution. World Champion Ace. A man who has just shown time and time again how great he is. The 2-time World Champion. Hall of Famer. Him and LC form the tag team. Excuse me. LC being highlighted later in the match. Or later in the night. Going to be taking on Richard Duke in a Crash Course Contenders match. Winner of that will face Dylan Thunder at Overdose of Violence. those two just recently added a woman among their ranks. That being Priscilla, who just won recently. But I heard things have been changing over there for her. We're going to see a new her come. Overdose of violence. Looking forward to seeing it. But what I'm more looking forward to is this match where a ladder was introduced. Anna took control of the match. And she's hit. Oh my god. Heidi might have hit the back of her head on that ladder. Anna doesn't care. Springboard moonsault going for the cover now. Only a 1. Anna's going to have to do a lot more if she wants to win this match. Looking to get her first win in SCW. Elbow drop. Eesh. Caught her own legs on that ladder. Ladder bounces away, realizing what it's done. Anna kind of showing off for the crowd. Anna with the ladder now, setting it up in the corner. Again showing off for the crowd. Punches to Heidi now, trying to rally, maybe start that comeback. Ended by Heidi though. Heidi lifting Anna above her shoulders. Anna fighting out of it, never mind, that comeback is here. Thriving. Anna now picking up Heidi, planting her over the top. Grabbing the arm and leg of Heidi, dragging her to the middle of the ring. A stomp there by Anna onto Heidi. Going to pick up Heidi, but no. Heidi reverses. Swings a leg. Catches Anna off guard. Now in control of the match. Picking up and throwing Anna across the ring again. Picking her up yet again. Throwing her into the ladder. Oh my god. Just bouncing her completely off of it. There was no recoil on that ladder. Planting Anna now. Middle of the ring. Picking her up immediately after. Big punch there by Heidi. Anna fights out. Now in control again. Swinging neckbreaker. No. Heidi reverses. And another big right. Looks like she's going to toss her around again. Jesus. The power on this woman. No wonder Ghost wanted her in the faction. Big kick there by Heidi to Anna. Another display of power there. Now going for the pin on Anna. A 1, a 2. No, Anna kicks out. Not giving up. Hoping to get this win over Heidi, a former women's champion. Heidi now picking up Anna, planting her. Heidi going for the pin now. A 1, a 2, 3. Heidi gets the win over Anna. Anna, her loss streak continues. Heidi showing that power. Showing the ACA's display of power. As we just saw the ACA woman, Heidi, get away with the win. Here we have 2 more members of the ACA. Don the Admiral Atlas, accompanied by Ghost, a twisted look that the ACA has. The, I believe it's Anti-Corruption Association or something like that. But these individuals look corrupt in themselves. Don Atlas wearing a mask at all times. Ghost, I mean, we know the story with Ghost. And Heidi, the mountain of a woman. But here we have the other 2 members on Monday nights. Don in his first in-ring competition on Mondays. Now Don, I wanted to give him a warm welcome after losing his TV championship to Jet Saturn. Give him a warm welcome. Test to see exactly how good he is. Who else than another young guy? A man who won that Match of the Year candidate triple threat against DJ and Ghost. Noah Smith. Ghost was pinned for Noah to win that match. He was pinned by Noah. So, Maybe a little bit of a rivalry brewing. Maybe a little bit of bad blood brewing. We're going to have to find out as this match happens now. Noah Smith, an extremely impressive rookie here, was showcased on Wednesday's nights for a little bit of time. Same thing with Don Atlas. Noah starting off fast, starting off hot. Picking Don up now, swinging him around. Dropping him. Don with no momentum after losing that championship. Noah with all of it after winning that triple threat. Ghost watches on from the outside. Don reverses, gets his punches in now. Ghost looking impressed there. Or not. We can never really tell. His face is covered at all times. Don showing some power now, just like Heidi did. Dropping Noah straight on his face. Don now, bottom row springboard. Didn't work out. Noah, a skilled technician. Dropping Don on his back. Submission specialist, the Canadian killer. Noah showing off to the crowd. Could be to his downfall. Don could have gotten the swings and didn't. Noah still in control of the match. A little bit of a rookie mistake by the former champion. And even here, turning his back to his opponent to be laid out by a clothesline by Noah. Noah in control from the entirety of this match. Only a 1 count, though. Ghost must be wondering, you know, if he chose the right man to be his admiral. Noah now calling Don up to his feet. Didn't like that distance there. Hops down. Picks Don up now. Carrying over to the turnbuckle. Planting him face first on it. Picking Don up again now. Kick to the leg. Punch to the head. Grabs him from behind, backbreaker. Don falls to the floor. Noah now stomping that arm. No, a knee to it. Brutal punches there by Noah. This kid is quick and dangerous. Springboard, moonsault. Not letting his opponent get a break. We saw that in the triple threat, and even now here, when it's a one-on-one showing, even better visual of what this kid can do. He has a match at Overdose of Violence where he faces Lance Sawyer to see who moves on into the Havoc title tournament. Only a 2 count there by Noah. Almost ended it early on. But the loser of Noah Smith and Lance Sawyer will go on to the Redemption 5-man Battle Royale, where the winner of that match will take on Don Atlas, who is in this match. That'll be the last match of round 1 of this Havoc title tournament. Noah getting kicks in on Don, taking control of the match again, taking control of the pacing. Don catches his leg, though. And now Don's in control and plants Noah face first into the ring. Now getting Noah up to his feet. Noah reversing. Trying to get a kick and Don reversing. The back and forth. And then, again. Don't mind me not being able to talk. These two men just going back and forth and back and forth. And now Noah picking him up and planting Don. Face first, neck first onto the mat. A 1, a 2, is this it? 3. Noah Smith. Extremely impressive. Knocking off another member of the ACA in Don Atlas. Noah's an extremely extremely talented superstar over here on Monday nights. There's a reason I selected him. And I can't wait to see what he can do at Overdose of Violence against Lance Sawyer, to see who moves on, see who goes into the Redemption, see who faces that man, Don Atlas, who's walking out, not even with Ghost by his side. Maybe bad blood there. Second to last match of the night. It's been yet again another fun night. Episode 3 of Crash Course. Second to last match. Simply to highlight 2 extraordinary beings. Colby and Dylan Thunder. Colby at Overdose of Violence will take on Nolan Wright, as previously mentioned. Winner of that match will go on to face Ace or Gus, whoever is the world champion, at the end of overdose of violence. But Nolan had the fight. I thought, why not give Colby one too? Let both men be equally as prepared. Colby had been taking notes during Nolan's tag team match, but here we go. Colby out here. Let's get Dylan out here too. Colby, someone who I immediately injected into my world title rankings. A man who already has a title though. The Crash Course Championship. Dylan Thunder. Member of the Royal Guard. That doesn't really get touched upon as of late, but he is very much in the Royal Guard. Their newest member now holding a show championship. Seems as if they've gotten all they've wanted. Enough about that though. This kid has been extremely impressive since coming over to Crash Course. Before it was Karma, before it was Havoc. Dylan Thunder though, the man of Crash Course, one of my locks when it came to the draft. Colby, who I drafted fairly early on, getting interjected into the World Champion rankings after only being an Interstar champion. I drafted him from Mayhem. Now we see him in control of the match early on. Dylan Thunder trying to make it to his feet. Dylan Thunder beat the man that Colby tagged with last week 3 different times, Jaden Lyons. Dylan beat him to earn the Contenders match. Then he beat him for the title. Then he beat him in a triple threat, which the man in the main event, LC, was also in. Here we have just two of the faces of Crash Course going at it. Mano y mano. Putting on a show. Colby in complete control though so far. Colby stomping at the hand now of Dylan Thunder. Dylan Thunder learns who his contender is for his championship after this match, when it is LC versus Richard Duke. Winner of that will face Dylan Thunder, who just got up to his feet and hits Colby with a kick and another, and a chop misses. Colby dodged underneath it, but that will be a match at overdose of violence as well. Dylan getting his elbow up, getting control of the match yet again. Hopefully able to keep it this time. No, he goes to the outside looking for a weapon. Maybe he saw the stature of Colby and wants to even the odds with this steel chair. Colby already to his feet though, catches Dylan off guard. Picking him up, suplex. Going for a cover now is Colby, thinking he has the early win, barely a 1 count. Colby now, knee to the head of Dylan. Dylan now being picked up by Colby. Fall away, slam there. And again, no, power bomb by Colby onto Dylan. Colby showing off that power, showing why he is in that contenders match for the world title. Colby now with chair in hand. This might backfire for Dylan. No, Colby's just setting it up in the corner. Still may backfire for Dylan, but Colby playing to the crowd a little bit. Working the crowd a little bit. Colby with a big punch there, standing Dylan up. Misses the kick. Dylan in control. Suplex showing Dylan's power. We know him for being athletic and agile. But Dylan showing that power, picking up Colby. Colby catching the knee though when Dylan tried to hit him with the kick. Dylan walking out of the way. And just being tossed by Colby that time. Colby again. Suplex to Dylan. And a cover here again. A 1, a 2. Dylan kicks out barely. Dylan needs to form some kind of offense if he wants any hope of winning this match. But even if you don't, you can't fret, as this is a world title contender man. Going up against Nolan for the contendership. Jesus Christ. Tossing Dylan to the outside. Uh-oh. Colby to the top rope now. What's the big man thinking? Calling Dylan to his feet. Are we going to see it? Big dive to the outside, misses. Dylan Thunder got to his feet. Colby shakes it off already, hitting Dylan Thunder back with him on his shoulders now and planting him. Jesus. What is running through the veins of this man where he's just able to eat that dive and powerbomb Dylan on the outside again? Not a good look for Dylan. This is the first match where he has had a good look. Dylan still not giving up, fighting out of what Colby tries to do. Colby to his feet already, though. Dylan looking for a weapon. He gets a hammer. Hits it across the gut of Colby. And again. And a third. The fourth doesn't connect. Colby is able to get out of the way. Big right there by Colby onto Dylan. Dylan being thrown along the outside of the ring. Colby making his way into the ring. Maybe going for that chair. No, immediately goes back to the outside. Dylan catches him. And planting him on the outside. That outside is unforgiving. Slamming Colby's arm into it now. Dylan walking over, grabbing that hammer that he first introduced across the skull of Colby. And again. And a third time against the back. Colby to his feet. And another suplex. No, just tossing him. And immediately picking him back up. Dylan Thunder dealing with the wear and tear, being thrown around, tossed around by the man so powerful. Now, Colby getting those hammer fist strikes in, and the elbows. Ruthless punches by Colby, trying to make a statement here. Colby now into the ring. Dylan Thunder standing on the outside. Colby back outside. Dylan Thunder caught off guard again. Thought he was going to be able to get away. Colby picking Dylan up and running him. Power slam on the outside. Dylan to his feet. A kick onto Colby. Colby walking along, or both men walking along the outside. Colby following Dylan. Dylan gets into the ring. Waiting for Colby. Doesn't catch him. Instead, Colby catches. Jesus. A beautiful suplex there. Going for the cover now. Is this it? Is this where Colby gets the win? A 1, a 2. No, Dylan kicks out. Dylan not giving up. Not taking the pin. Colby. Big boot there. That might have done it. Colby picking Dylan up again. Another big punch. Going for that suplex again. It hits. That's definitely it. Putting Dylan down for good. Waiting for the 3 count. A 1, a 2, 3. That is it. Colby walks away with the win over Dylan Thunder. Dylan Thunder's first loss. And I don't know how long. Multiple weeks. Nothing to be mad at, though. This man is a potential future world champion. The power, the agility. This man is something to be feared. Nothing to fret for Dylan. Keep your head up. You're still the Crash Course champion. And here we go. Unfortunate ending for Dylan. But he cannot fret. He still has that title. He needs to look on to see who he's going to face in this match. The winner of this match. First man entering, Richard Duke. Second man will be LC. The two will go head to head to see who will be the contender for the championship, my bad. The Crash Course Championship. Here we have Richard Duke making his entrance. Oh, what the? Who is that? Is that Dean Magnum? Dean Magnum now running out, catching Richard Duke off guard. Duke handling business. What the? Why is Duke? Why is Magnum out here? Magnum now throwing Duke into the side. This is, what the hell? Dean Magnum just laying into Richard Duke to start the match. A chop there missed by, what is even happening? Richard Duke needs to handle business so that he can go on to face LC one-on-one. That's what this was supposed to be, a one-on-one Extreme Rules match. I guess If he came in middle of the match, it wouldn't even matter either. But what? I know Dean Magnum's a cruiser, but what? Is that what he's out here for? Is that the reasoning behind it? I know he was also just announced as part of the Golden Revolution. Wasn't able to touch on him earlier in the night, but what? Jesus. Richard able to handle business. Get Magnum out of here. These two men here for different reasons. Trying to form a sentence there, sorry. But this man, LC, an unfortunate past few weeks since his Crash Course draft position, being taken first overall by myself. An unfortunate turn of events for LC in singles and tag team matches. Hopefully here the kid can go on to face Dylan Thunder at Overdose of Violence. A little bit taken back by LC, you know, first overall pick. Hoping for a little bit better to the start by the kid, but you know, we're going to see what happens here. This is a career-defining match for him. Former tag champion. You know, you just hope that the kid can, you know, show his skills again. Get back to that former glory. His opponent. Here we go. Contendership for the Crash Course Championship held by Dylan Thunder. It's underway. LC getting offense in early, it looks like. And a quick pile driver straight to Richard. LC standing Richard up again. Now sending him over to the ropes. Sending him face first. Forearm. Bouncing off the ropes is Richard. Double forearm there. Now on top of Richard. Getting those swings in. LC seems a little pissed off. A little mad at what's happened these past 2 weeks. Stomp to the hand there by LC onto Richard. LC springboard moonsault doesn't connect. Richard had rolled out of the way. LC didn't notice though. Richard hyping up the fans, but again to his fault. Being thrown into the corner immediately. Looks like LC's putting Richard on for a tree of woe. Richard kicking LC in the head, saying don't do that. Stop that. You can't do that. But LC, you know, reversing and immediately doing what he'd like. A punch to the head, sending Duke to the outside. What are we going to see from LC? A little suicide dive by LC onto Richard. LC trying to put on a show. Trying to show why he should be a contender for that title. LC now with Richard's leg. Knee to the side of it. Standing Richard up now. And throwing him inside. This is the main event of the night. I hope you've all enjoyed the show. Don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already to SCW Wrestling. We put on multiple shows a week. We put effort into our pay-per-views. Not to say that others don't. But we do all we can with production. Here we go. LC going for a cover here. A 2 count. This was almost ended early. Richard Duke and Joe Bullingham got into a little scrap after their match last week. You got to wonder if maybe that's affecting Richard Duke. Nonetheless, LC in control of the match. Never mind. Commentator's curse. As I say it, Richard now with a suplex and a quick cover. Trying to steal the win, maybe not even a 1 count. I love the fight that LC has. The drive that he has. Richard Duke looking for a weapon. LC not letting him use it. Richard brought the baseball out. Beautiful move there by LC. LC with bat in hand now. No, Richard takes it across the gut of LC. And the back. And the leg. And the other. LC finally rolls out of the way. Catching up on Richard. Catches him off guard. Richard ducked the first elbow. Or the clothesline. Swooped under it. Got hit with one in the back of the head. LC now proud of what he's able to do so far in this match. Letting Richard get to his feet. Richard just a little bit quicker. Throwing LC into the steps. Now grabbing the bat. A swing to the back again, and another. A 3-time. Maybe a 4. No, LC rolls out of the way. Big punch there by LC. LC now throwing. Duke across the outside of the ring. Running over the bat now is LC. Hit to the side of the head, and another. Hit to the gut. Duke to his feet. Catches LC with a wicked right. Duke standing LC up. Throwing him inside the ring. Duke making his way in the ring as well. Picking LC up, throwing him over his head. Looks like a submission here by Richard. LC doesn't have a good history with submissions, but this one he's able to fight out of. That was scary for LC. LC tapped out to Jaden Lyons 2 weeks ago. Was pinned last week. You know he's got to be furious as he plants Richard Duke in the corner on the turnbuckle. Now dragging Richard to the middle of the ring. Don't know if he's going for a pin or if he's going for something special. Looks like he may be going for a submission here. He is going for a submission here. Can he make the Cruiserweight Champion Richard Duke tap out? Is he able to do so? Is Duke going to tap? No. Duke not going to tap. Gets to his feet. Big right to LC. Avoided. Going for a pin now is LC. Is this going to be it? A 1, a 2. Is LC going to win? LC wins! LC picks up the win. The first overall draft pick of Crash Course. LC picks up the win over the Cruiserweight Champion. Bask in your glory, young grasshopper. An exciting moment for LC. Richard Duke, there you have him on the outside. Displeased.